Have you ever done something kind of crazy just because something was free? Like waited in a massive line for something you didn't even really need? Well, there's a name for that. It's called the zero price effect. And today, we're going to dig into the powerful and often totally irrational pull of that one little word, free.
It is a weird thing our brains do, right? We say our time is valuable, but then the promise of a free scoop of gelato makes us stand in line for 45 minutes. It's like our logical brain just checks out for a bit. So what is actually going on in there?
Well, to get to the bottom of it, let's look at this brilliant experiment from a few behavioral economists. It's a simple story, really, just about chocolate, but it reveals something huge about how our minds work when we're faced with that magic number, 0. Okay, so here's the first setup. Researchers gave people two choices. You could get a fancy, high-quality Lindt truffle for 15 cents, which is a great deal, by the way, or you could get a standard Hershey's Kiss for just 1 penny.
Faced with that choice, people were pretty logical. Almost 3/4 of them did the math and realized, hey, the much better chocolate is totally worth the tiny extra cost. A perfectly rational value judgment. But then, the researchers changed one little thing.
All they did was make one tiny, seemingly insignificant tweak to the prices. We're talking about a change of just a single cent.
They just knocked a penny off both options. So the Lindt truffle was now 14 cents, an even better deal, but the Hershey's Kiss, well, it was now free. Now think about it. The price difference between the two is still exactly 14 cents. So, logically, our decision should be the same, right?
Nope, not even close. Look what happened. The results completely flipped on their head. Suddenly, the huge majority of people ditched the superior chocolate and grabbed the free one. Logic just went right out the window. Just let that sink in. 69% of people chose a worse product simply because they didn't have to pay anything for it. The word free completely hijacks our ability to make a rational comparison. It feels like a pure win with absolutely zero risk.
But that feeling, that pure win feeling, it's an illusion. And this gets us to a really uncomfortable truth that the word free is often designed to hide. There is really no such thing as zero cost. There are only hidden costs, and they aren't always about money.
And nowhere is this more true than in our digital lives. I mean, the entire business model of the modern internet is pretty much built on this idea of a hidden price tag, where free is the default setting for everything we use.
Just think about the apps on your phone right now. Your social media feeds, your email, the map app that gets you around. They all cost $0 to download. And because of that, we don't really budget our time or attention on them the same way we budget our money. But trust me, we are still paying.
So how do these companies make this whole exchange feel so natural? Well, they tap into a powerful, deep-seated human impulse. It's a psychological tool. You might even call it a weapon that's been used for centuries.
It's called reciprocity. You know the feeling. If someone gives you a gift, you feel this almost biological need to give something back. It creates this little feeling of debt. And well, corporations have gotten really good at weaponizing that feeling.
And this leads us to maybe one of the most important quotes about the whole modern economy. A company gives you a free service to connect with friends, and to settle that little debt of reciprocity, you give them something back. You give them you. Because when the product is free, you are the product. You're paying with your attention, which gets sold to advertisers. You're paying with your personal data, what you like, where you are, who your friends are. You're paying with your ability to focus in a world that's getting noisier and noisier. And a lot of the time, you're paying with your peace of mind.
Okay, I know this all sounds a little bleak, but it's not hopeless. We can absolutely take back control from this powerful effect. All it takes is building a new mental habit to fight back against our brain's irrational first impulse. It's a simple 3-step habit. First, the moment you see that 4-letter word, just pause. Don't immediately click or grab. Second, you know that little jolt of excitement you get, that feeling you just won something? Consciously push that feeling aside. And third, before you do anything, you ask yourself, so here's the big takeaway. We have to rewire our thinking. We need to stop seeing free as some magic number with no downside and start seeing it for what it often is, a red flag. It's a signal that there's a hidden cost, and your job is to find it.
And that's the question. The next time you're about to sign up for a free service or wait in line for a free sample, just stop and ask yourself this. If I'm not paying with my money, what am I really paying with? The answer might just surprise you.